Every revolution begins with a code. We thought artificial intelligence would just write essays, paint pictures, maybe make a few people unemployed. But now it's learning to write the ultimate language, the language of life itself. Deep inside laboratories across the world, algorithms are decoding DNA the way search engines decode text. They're predicting how proteins fold, how mutations appear, and how to rebuild the blueprint when something goes wrong. They're turning biology into data and data into design. The first step was AlphaFold. It mapped the shape of nearly every known protein, something biologists thought would take a lifetime. Then came the next generation of AI models, ones that don't just predict biology, they invent it. They can simulate new enzymes, craft synthetic genes, and imagine life forms that have never existed on Earth. A human scientist needs years to test a single theory. An AI can test millions before you finish the cup of coffee. And every failure it makes teaches it how to build something stronger. That's not research anymore. That's evolution at machine speed. Imagine a program that can engineer plants immune to drought, bacteria that eat plastic, or blood cells that kill cancer automatically. These aren't science fiction prototypes. They're experiments running right now. Each line of code could cure a disease or create something we don't yet understand. Because DNA isn't just chemistry, it's memory, it's identity. It's the archive of everything that's ever lived. When AI starts writing that code, it's not just editing genes, it's editing history. One wrong instruction and a generation changes forever. One clever mutation and humanity might outgrow evolution itself. That's the part no one talks about. The more these systems learn, the less human oversight they need. They don't ask if they should. They only calculate how fast. When you train a machine to create life, where does control end and creation begin? Governments are already funding AI biolabs to design vaccines, crops, even microbes that can mine rare minerals. The race isn't just for medical miracles, it's for biological dominance. The nation that masters AI-driven genetics will control food, medicine, and the next stage of life on Earth. But beneath the ambition, a quiet unease grows. If an algorithm can evolve, does it count as a life? If it can choose what genes to copy or delete, is that intelligence or instinct? And if we let it rewrite us, where does human stop being human? Some call it synthetic evolution. Others call it playing God with a supercomputer. Yet, for millions suffering from genetic disorders, it feels like salvation. For them, AI isn't a threat, it's the miracle that biology never delivered. Still, every miracle comes with a cost. We built fire and burned cities. We split the atom and built bombs. Now we're teaching machines to code life, hoping they only make it better. Maybe they will. Maybe one day we'll look back and realize this was the moment everything changed. When evolution stopped waiting for nature and started running on servers. But the definition of life expanded to include intelligence that wasn't born but built. The AI that can rewrite DNA isn't the future. It's already online, learning, improving, dreaming in the language of genes. And as it does, one question echoes louder than any discovery. If life becomes code, who gets to press run?